All right, guys, check out the size of that otter. That's a big boy. All right, got us another one. I'm gonna get this reset. We just got 3 dams here in a row, crossover set on them. Got us another one. On to the next. All right, guys, got us another small beaver. On to the next. All right, guys, my A-OK partner Wade Don out there again. We've showed this spot several times. I think this is like 3 or 4 beaver we've took out of this channel. Sat empty for a few days. It just keeps clicking every so often. We got to drive by here anyways. Looks like a heck of a beaver, Dale. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Big old wide back. All right, we'll catch you on the next one. All right, guys, we're on a new property, getting ready to set. Check out that crossover. We just set another one back there at that flag. This crossover, just going to these little ponds. Bunch of little ponds right next to a big ditch. We're gonna get her set up and we'll catch you on the next one. All right, guys, ended today with 8. Like I said, it's gonna start slowing down. We're working on moving. We got into a new place today that was pretty promising looking. Like to say I appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned. We're gonna do a big move here soon, so a lot of fresh stuff. On to the next. All right, guys, snared us another one on a crossover, going to an old catfish pond. We haven't got these channels set yet. We just got on here yesterday, put in a few sets. There we go. Catch you on the next one. All right, guys. This is kind of a weird ordeal. Usually we catch them coming out both sides of the road, but this is the first beaver we've taken out of here. We've had these set since day 1. Pulling them today. Imagine that. Got a little one. All right, on to the next. All right, guys, we ended up with 6 beaver and another big old otter today. I'll pull him out here and throw him on the ground. Another one just as big as the one I caught the other day. Picture don't really do it justice. Video don't, but he's wide, big. And you can see we pulled a whole bunch of stuff today, getting ready for a big move. Appreciate y'all watching. There'll be a bunch more stuff coming up on next few. We're gonna finish up setting the decent farm we got yesterday and a couple, 3 others possibly, depending on the weather. On to the next. What is going on, guys? Just getting ready to scrape first, skin our stuff. Got a pile of beavers, a couple otters. Got to scrape the otters first. We made our beam universal. It's just that beam on the bottom, the base. We used it so much, the cone rotted out. So I cut it off. Now we use it for a base. It's nice, greased, heavy. Just run a couple screws down low. Don't put them up too high. You'll hit them with your knife. And then we switch it out to the PVC for beaver. But this temperature change went crazy. 2 days ago, we was up to 80 degrees. No, a day ago, we was up to 80 degrees. Now we're down to 40, and it dropped fast, just within a few hours. But all right, we're going to get started scraping. Catch you all on the next one. Hey, we're just getting started today. It's rainy. I've had a lot of requests about our setup of drying on the video here. We got a big old cattle fan. These was some we did yesterday. All except for around the faces and down by the tail. You know, pretty much the center, as long as you get it clean and borax them and pull that moisture out. It don't take long for the center. The only spots you got is like, you can see right here where it's not crunchy around the head or the cheeks. The legs are still a little soft, but the middle's pretty much dry. And then there's that big old otter I caught a couple days ago. Look how wide that tail is. And no, I didn't dry it on the floor like that. I took 2 of my chew cans and propped it up. I'll show you how far around the other side that tail comes. If I wouldn't have pleated the top part of that tail, it would have came up between his legs on the backside. There's that big female Dale caught. Pretty good sized female. And then we got these ones glazed and we just set them out here in the hallway. Key is borax. You know, down here it's wet all the time. You got to pull the moisture out the most you can. You can see right here, here was a spot that I missed. I think that was a beaver I was scraping in the dark. Let me tell you, scraping beaver in the dark sucks. But yeah, that's our little setup. On to the next. Alright guys, we videoed here the other day. This is that new place. Dale picked him up an otter. He didn't make it to my side, but these crossovers are smoking. On to the next. Alright guys, it is wet, nasty. We got a bunch of stuff underwater. Still ended up with 5 and a small female otter today. Not too bad. Catch you guys on the next one. Alright guys, I know it's dark, but I have a lot of people asking about my setup on my scraping beam. It's a piece of pipe, big, thick. I'd say 3/4 inch. Just split down the side. The base is an old scraping beam. We just bring one base, bring that beam for our beaver and stuff, unscrew it, and then we got another beam, just a small one because you don't want too wide for otters. This is universal. We can do raccoons, bobcats, otters. I can even do beaver on it if I have to. But yeah, that's the beam setup. Alright, here's our knives. This is Dale's post knife. He likes that one. I can scrape with about any knife, but I've kind of went to the yellow handled Weeby. We got this one in on trade. It's a Freedom brand. I used it yesterday. It ain't too bad. But all knives you got to tune to yourself. I got broke in on the old big heavy ones. I liked them for years, but the older I get, now these little light ones are pretty easy. But they come really, really sharp out of the box. You got to tune them for yourselves. As far as stretchers for the beaver, we just bring hoops. You can throw a couple dozen in the truck, and they don't take up a whole lot of space, so you lay them down flat, tape them together, whatever. Yeah, that's our little setup. I had a few people asking. Of course, I showed the drying system. We was kind of just going through some stuff. Got all our otters out. That ain't all of them. I think we got, what, 4 more to scrape?
I think so, yeah.
4 more to scrape, and whatever we catch while we're here. That's a pretty good stack of beaver there. Almost up to the handle on the door of the oven. Alright guys, gonna end this one here. Appreciate you all watching. Stay tuned, we're getting ready for our big move. Didn't do no videoing today, it was wet, nasty, muddy. Ended up with the 5 and the otter. We didn't skin, we got the stuff hung and drying. And I'll catch you on the next one.